Unplanned moments, I think, would be the biggest issue, and I think that can kind of probably go to everyone. I like to be in control of as much as I can, and when it's not in my control, I can definitely feel stressed.
Driving in traffic stresses me out. Probably people treating people badly.
I'm a manager, so I have a lot of issues coming at me at one time. Of course, the boss was breathing down my neck too.
Some of the symptoms that one might see physically would be increase in blood pressure, headaches, their stomach hurts, their heart rate increases, they sweat, their sweaty palms, toe tapping, and fidgety like this.
What I feel when I'm stressed is maybe my heart beats a little bit more. I feel a little sweat coming, a little bit, just enough to be bothered that it's happening at all. I feel like I can't really think through a problem as well as I could if I wasn't going through that moment.
I used to come to school and try to act like nothing was wrong, but then I'll break down. And then they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." But then when I go home, I'll break down. And then come to school and do it all over again, to the point to where I couldn't do it. Something was holding me down.
Some things that might stress you out while you're in school is just balancing everything in your life, because there are a lot of factors. There are children, work, homework. Simply going to school, you might not be used to doing that anymore. A lot of different things that you're going to have to handle while you're here. And they all kind of confound on the same moment. So the same day that you're going to have trouble with childcare, I guarantee you, is the same day that you're going to have a test. And it's just going to have to happen, and you're going to have to learn how to work your way through it.
Time management is a huge, huge issue. A lot of the stress that we create is how we're perceiving our thoughts and what's happening around us. And oftentimes we get caught up in that versus setting back and thinking about, where do I have control over this situation? What don't I have control over? And owning that responsibility. If I'm really honest with myself, am I dedicating 3 hours to my homework, or am I texting my friends? That type of thing.
When I dance, I'm free, and I love dancing, so I'd be at home and I'd be dancing. I'd be in my car and I'm dancing, and it just relaxes me a lot. It relieves my muscles. I just hear my song and be like,
Honestly, exercise. If I don't exercise for a period of time, I can kind of tell, and a good run can kind of get a little bit of the issues out from that day.
For me, dealing with stress, it is a mindset. And I have my good days and I have my bad days. Most of the days are good though, and it really does boil down to attitude. All the time, an attitude.
If you're feeling anxious before you take a test, first thing is to recognize that it's okay. It's okay to be anxious before you take a test, because everyone gets nervous when they're tested on information. So let yourself be okay with feeling nervous. First off, there's nothing wrong with it at all. An easy thing that you can do is simply breathe. It's a very simple breathing exercise that can help calm you down and slow your heart rate and help you think. It's kind of like Lamaze breathing, where you want to make sure that you breathe in through your nose and you're breathing very deep into your diaphragm. So if you put your hand on your stomach should be moving and expanding and compressing along with your breathing. And so you just, and it's kind of lame, I accept that, I know that, but it will lower your heart rate and it will calm you down. That way you might be able to kind of come up with the answers and calm down before the test.
And people always say this, take a deep breath. But really, take a deep breath. Helps ground you.
you have to learn to be patient and, work towards it. Breathe in, breathe out, woosah, all of that.
You can recite little things to yourself that might make you calm down in that moment. Things that let you know that you need to calm down, but don't get you nervous during it. A little mantra that you can kind of develop on your own. Whatever makes you happy. From the little engine that could, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I would use that mantra anytime that I was nervous. Anytime. It might be in school, it might be in a work environment, it doesn't matter where it is, but bottom line, the confidence I have in myself determines what's going to really happen.
You have to talk to yourself. Sounds kind of silly, but it works. I do know this stuff. I have studied for this stuff. You need to calm down. You can get through this. You will get through this. And then you become more empowered. And the more you practice that, the more you talk to yourself, the more you physically tell yourself to calm down, you begin to own it and you begin to do it.
Visualization is almost as simple as it sounds. It's a moment where you take yourself to a place that makes you feel very, very calm. You force yourself to visualize an environment that you feel comfortable in. One of the biggest benefits from visualization is simply you get to pick what you're looking at. And so you can pick your ideal environment, whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be real. It doesn't have to be somewhere you've ever been before. It's just something that inherently makes you calm. So you can take every little moment. If it's your grandmother and it's apple pie, there you go. If it's a beach in Hawaii that you've never seen but you dream of one day, that's where you need to go. You think about whatever it is that makes you feel calm and comfortable, and that's where you go.
I'm going to go out for a job interview. See yourself, visualize yourself getting the job, visualize yourself in that job, working with that company for those people. Visualize yourself being successful. Create the picture for yourself.
You can control a lot more in terms of what happens in your day and your life than you might necessarily think that you do. So if you plan for it, you might actually not hit that moment where all of a sudden you have a problem that you can't handle. It's learning to come up with plans when you don't need them. It's very simple. If you think that if you have children, know that one day your babysitter will probably be sick. It'll happen because your kid got sick or you got sick, someone gets sick. So you need to plan and say, okay, if they're sick, who am I going to call? And who am I going to call if that person can't do it? You come up with every amount, as many as you can, contingency plans for everything that might happen. That way when it does, because it will, you have something to start with, as opposed to, oh my God, what am I going to do? I have no idea. And that's normally where people don't work out of their stressful situation, because they just sit there in the mire of the problem and they don't have a lot of people that they can contact to help. It's really important to remember, especially in a stressful moment, that you're not alone. It's that simple. There are people that you can depend on. You just have to open your eyes, especially in that stressful moment, and find them.
If it wasn't for the teachers, the staff members, and the people that helped me here at Kaplan, staying on me, supporting me, and guiding me in a lot of different directions, I don't think I would have gotten to this point.
There's going to be things in life that'll stress you out, and you can't control other people, but you can control yourself and how you react.
Stress is what happens when we deal with people, period. There's no way to avoid it in your entire life, so you kind of have to accept that it happens. But also with dealing with people is what we get the most rewarding moments of our lives. So as much as we want to avoid stress our entire life as much as we can, we don't want to avoid people. So it's not about avoiding stress, it's about learning how to deal with it, because it will come.
And maybe today is going to be better than the next day, or maybe in another half an hour, my life can completely be different, because one person, maybe it's my instructor, maybe it's the student next to me, says something and it changes everything. Or maybe Career Services offers me a solution, a resource, or maybe the learning resource does, or maybe my admissions rep. And it really is minute by minute, day by day, but being accountable, being responsible, and deciding I'm going to get back up. I'm going to do it, even if I've been knocked down. So that's it.